to Build Brunch, the daily morning show where we talk about the latest topics in entertainment. I'm Brittany Jones-Cooper.
I'm Shannon Coffey.
I'm Carrie Justick.
And I'm Lucas Tim. Everyone. Let's get the elephant out of the room. You are not Allie.
Not Allie. No. I know we look a lot alike.
Yes.
Both small, brunette.
Allie had to take the morning off, but we're so glad to have you, Carrie.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
So why don't we give you the first story for the day?
Let's do it. It's a sad one.
Oh.
According to TMZ, Kourtney Kardashian and boyfriend Eunice Benjamin have split. The couple has been dating since 2016, and concerns have come to light most recently with an Instagram comment from Eunice on one of Kourtney's pics saying, "That's what you need to show to get likes."
There was trouble in paradise.
That is such a rude comment.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what everyone has to do to get likes. I'm sorry, it's not like she's out there the only one putting her butt on Instagram. That's what Instagram is for. So why would he even comment that? Like what's your
literally,
problem?
I came to the conclusion last night, if I need to gain more followers, like I will have to post my butt on Instagram.
Yes.
So the fact that he's judging is like, you don't know what it's like,
He's
okay?
shirtless in like 85% of his photos. Like he also does things to get liked.
Well, she's also a Kardashian.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they do. It's not just Kim. Like, they all post their butts.
It feels like he's like, did you not know what you were getting yourself into here? He was just, and what's happened now, like breaking news, guys, is that both Kim and Khloe have come to Kourtney's defense, responding on his, because he posted a story this morning, like, this Hollywood bullshit, I'm just with my friends in Mexico, whatever, and they're like, oh, really? You had a boys trip? Look at all these girls and stuff, so.
He really did take to his Insta story to be like, you know what? I'm not attached to this life, so you can't touch me. He also was like, I love how they just showed the picture with the one woman. They didn't show his other 12 friends that were there. So then he showed a group photo to prove that it wasn't just him and this woman. So he did sort of back up his story in that way. But I love how the sisters have been having all this drama on the show. We're like questioning how close they really are, but they all came to bat for Kourtney today, which was kind of sweet.
I'm glad they did, because I feel like they've been torturing Kourtney. I feel so bad for her when Kim was like, you're the least interesting one to look at. I was like, why would you ever say that to anyone? It's so sad.
It's because she's got the least work done.
I was gonna say, I think she's really beautiful.
Yeah.
She's had like no work done.
Also, I think Benjamin like made her less, Eunice made her less boring.
You really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like her dating a younger guy made her like super like fun and young.
Well, and I think he's 25. Like, so as a 24-year-old, I'm just gonna say, he sounds like a 25-year-old. Like, stop being a little baby about it. You know, like stop whining on your Insta story, whatever. Whatever happened with them, I don't know why they broke up, but you had a great ride, run, whatever, and like, I don't know, stop being an asshole.
I know, he's a male model. You know how many male models there are? I think like dating a Kardashian has helped him.
Yeah.
For him to be like salty about it now, it's like, dude, you were on a ride. It's over, it's fine. Take your bag, let's go.
But what is Scott thinking?
Who cares?
I really hope she doesn't get back at Scott. I hope that Scott is in the past just flipping houses on his own show. I don't want to see him back with Kourtney. Kourtney's just focused on herself and her butt. It's a really nice butt. It's my favorite Kardashian butt. I think it's like, you know, because it's like, it looks natural, even though we know it's not super natural. It still has that like, I didn't get work done butt look, which is like the nice like perfect spot.
Like I could have gotten this in the gym, but I probably didn't.
It's like a nice 2-hand butt instead of like an 8-hand butt. That Kim has.
I like it.
Well, we all know the last one laughing last is Chris. So, of course, she's in her office just like...
she's probably writing Eunice's Instagram stories.
Yeah, she's writing the stories, basically. Exactly.
Yeah.
She's the best. Well,
she's such a meanie. Sorry, I just think that Chris should be a better mom and not like another mean sister. On that last episode, like when they were like fighting, she was like, yeah, Kourtney, you are boring. And I'm like, you gave birth to that woman. Be nurturing.
She's just thinking like, yes, Kourtney, you are the one that makes me the least amount of money.
This
and
is
you
true.
should probably change that, Kourtney.
You are the least
Honestly, I wish I had a
child.
mom who put that much into me that Chris puts in her kids. Well, moving on to another diva that we all love. Lady Gaga has officially announced 2 separate Las Vegas residency shows, and tickets are going on sale later this month. One show will feature a new mix of her pop hits, while the other will consist of stripped-down versions of her songs. Both shows will launch on Friday, December 28th.
So can we get like tickets all together and go as a group, because I'm so excited.
I actually have to go first with my dad, because my dad is the biggest little monster in the world. Like, he is obsessed with Lady Gaga. Like, we'll go any bar that has like a jukebox. He just like owns it. Yeah. Plays every Gaga song, and then he like does his Gaga dances, and I'm like, oh my God, my dad's like born this way.
Your dad's like rah rah ooh la la.
He's so cute. It's like the cutest thing in the world.
And good news to your dad, because Little Monsters will have a 4 days head start to buy tickets.
Yeah. He's gonna be there.
Really
I'm assuming he's part of the Little Monsters.
Do I have to like join a fan club?
Join the Little Monster. I think she's an official fan club. Yeah.
Okay.
Those come out August 8th. So if you're part of that community, I'm really excited for this because. I feel like my relationship with Lady Gaga is quite complicated, but in recent
your personal
because she's not Madonna.
Well, that's where the root of it is. I really loved Lady Gaga when she first came out. Like she's so talented. I thought she was so interesting and different. She kind of lost me in the art pop era. I thought it was less about the music, and she was getting to. I thought she was kind of blaming other people for her failures and blaming other people for her the poor sales of bad critics, and also. The Born This Way controversy with Madonna's Express Herself, I think Madonna was really harsh on her. Looking back, and I think Madonna didn't have to be as... Madonna ended up going on tour and literally combining both the songs to prove her point that the beats were the same. But like, she didn't need to do that, and I think Lady Gaga, it was kind of unfair to Lady Gaga a little bit as a 20-something-year-old. Like, you don't want to be attacked by Madonna.
I know.
Like, that's devastating. But her Super Bowl performance is what made me like, this woman is so fucking talented and is so dedicated to her craft. And I'm so excited. It's so amazing doing 2 separate shows. Which I think is really also, and I'll stop talking.
Yeah, I was like, can you say?
Sorry, one more thing is that you see what Lady Gaga is like right now, which is the pop superstar, but you're also getting like what she'll last 50 years from now is her as a piano player, as a vocalist, and so to see both of these like versions of Gaga at once is quite incredible.
But I think this is like made for her, because honestly, I'm kind of over her whole like big drama, whatever. Sometimes it's just like not for me. But if you're doing it in Vegas, like go big.
Yeah, that's true. And I love her marketability. We love her for pop music, but when she partnered up with Tony Bennett. And really started using her jazz voice and singing and playing piano. People are like, oh, she's the real deal. And then also broadened her audience. So the way you get a residency is by being this universal artist. And I think she's one of the only artists I can think of right now who could carry this, of like the new wave of people other than like Celine Dion we know has a show, J-Lo has a show, Britney has a show, but who else could handle it? Lady Gaga.
Yeah, Britney kind of forgot where she was half the time.
I was gonna say.
Where are we getting Vegas, Britney? Vegas. Yeah, right, okay.
Her dancers just like guide her across the stage.
Left. But that's interesting too, because I think back in the day, a Vegas residency was a sign of like an older artist, like a Cher.
Like they're going out.
They're going out.
Dean Martin,
and now it's like, no, the hot artist who can like bring people to Vegas. And I think the tickets, like the lowest is $77 for Lady Gaga, and they'll extend for the VIP packages, I'm sure, in the hundreds or whatever. But like now you have to be like the hot artist to bring people to Vegas, which is kind of cool.
I'm excited to go because I've never been to a Vegas show. The only show in Vegas I've been to was Magic Mike. And like,
That's great.
Yeah, I love those movies. Like, I'm obsessed with those movies. But I have to say that I think they need to invite me back because I saw literally like one set of bums. Like, those men were wearing so much clothing. I see more nudity on like a Wednesday night on my regular week. I was like, where is the dick? Like, I was so upset. Like, you know, that's what the whole show is, you know? We've seen the movies, you know?
I want to see your Yelp review.
Where's the dick? Where's the dick?
Yeah, I felt like I was like at the show, like, why are they, like, they were really great dancers, but they were wearing more clothes than I'm wearing right now, and I was like, what's going on? I need to see your bodies.
False advertising. Yeah, we should definitely pay for you to go back to Vegas. So
thank you. I have a GoFundMe, so I'm gonna send out the link today. Everyone in the audience, please help me.
I love how you also are just like, I'm so excited to go, like you already have your Gaga tickets.
I know.
Yeah, I'm going.
We're gonna get them.
I'm going, me and my dad.
Are you guys excited for A Star Is Born?
So excited.
Yeah.
But can I say that I'm a huge Barbra Streisand fan? I know maybe I don't look like your typical Babs fan.
But
I am.
But if you watch this show, it's very on brand for Britney.
Yeah, it's very on brand.
It's very on brand.
Like, if I'm drunk enough, my go-to karaoke song is Don't Rain on My Parade. And there are some notes in there that I cannot hit, but like, I commit. So anyway, the original Star Is Born has Barbra Streisand in it.
Right.
And and Chris Christopherson, and it is so good. And I feel like, again, if anybody's gonna reprise this role, Lady Gaga can totally nail it because she does kind of identify with Babs on so many different levels. So I'm excited. The trailer looks amazing.
The best part of the trailer is when she starts to sing.
Yeah.
I mean, her acting, I will wait to judge till I see the movie. But like I'm not saying it's bad.
But did you not like her in American Horror Story?
I thought she was okay.
Okay.
I thought she played herself.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Her singing is unbelievable. And that trailer, when she starts the bell, I'm like, oh my God, this just makes the whole movie. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. The thing that I love about this too is she's like unrecognizable.
Yeah.
So it's like she's not just going and playing herself.
Yeah.
Like she actually is a totally different person, and I never thought Lady Gaga could do that.
Right.
Yeah, she has like no makeup on. It's totally stripped down.
She's so pretty.
But she's as Lady Gaga. Like it's not Stephanie Germanotta. It is Lady Gaga in the film, which I think is interesting too, because so she's as Lady Gaga playing this character, which is so different than we've seen her. It's really quite interesting.
Yeah. It's a totally different side of her.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. I'm also excited about our next story. We're moving from one pop star to another. It's been quite some time since Kelly Clarkson won season 1 of American Idol, but now she's winning again. It was just announced that Clarkson is working on a pilot for her own syndicated daytime talk show. The show does not have a network attached just yet, but after appearing as a judge on The Voice last season, Kelly's project is being eyed by NBC. Ooh. Guys, this daytime talk world is so competitive, so this is an interesting choice by NBC. What do you guys think?
As soon as you started reading that, I was like, oh, maybe she should have a residency.
Wow.
She does have so many #1 hits.
Yeah, but maybe not in Vegas, like a Nashville residency.
Or like Atlantic City.
Like at an Opry? Is that what
Opry.
it's called? Opry.
Yeah, the Grand Ole Opry.
You can tell I'm like a huge...
That's why you're on the show. She's a country music expert, right? You're doing a great job.
I'd love it if you pulled out an acoustic guitar. You just started singing a country song, and we're like,
here are my favorite hits.
This is cool. I mean, RuPaul's developing a talk show too. The talk show, daytime talk show world does seem cutthroat. Like Harry Connick Jr. shows got canceled, and then you had everyone's had a talk show. But I think it's really cool for her. She's become more of a personality than just a singer in recent years. If you haven't already seen this, she did a segment with Seth Meyers for a show when they get drunk together. And it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I recommend you all watch it after the show. They get drunk at the Standard and like they start making each other drinks and asking questions and stuff like that. And they do the cognitive test that Donald Trump had to do, which was like so stupid. It's like, is this a hand kind of thing? But it's really funny. So I think she's a really big personality and will be really good at this.
Yeah. Did you guys watch The Voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't watched in a couple seasons.
I love The Voice, and she was a judge on the last season, and she is so funny. She is so quick, and I think so many times with these singers, we hear their voices, they're beautiful, but we don't know what their personalities are like, and then we saw her, and she's just hilarious. So it's no surprise that NBC is possibly gonna latch onto this because America loves her.
Right.
But so not everybody that you love like listening to talk does well with TV.
Exactly.
Like Bethany Frankel, I could listen to that woman speak for days.
True.
Like she's such a shady bitch. I love it. And like Kelly Clarkson, all of her like Southern charm and edge and all of that, but like who knows if it's gonna work.
But Kelly's more personable than, I watched part of, I love Bethany Frankel.
Bethany isn't personable?
I am a hardcore ride or die with Bethany Frankel.
Okay.
Check my Insta.
But she can be polarized.
But and talk show format, it's really hard. And you're always like, it wasn't fit for her. Because she's better be on a reality TV show commenting on other drunk ladies falling off like Luann falling down a bridge, whatever. But Kelly Clarkson's like really just a nice, like, wholesome, welcoming person.
Like, come in, sit around my table,
and that's what makes
chat.
Ellen. So, I mean, that's why Ellen, because she just makes people happy, makes people laugh. But again, this time frame is really competitive. I just read today that Tamron Hall is inking a development deal with ABC for her own daytime talk show. Wow. So it's not like she's gonna be the only person in the space. Like now, like legitimate news people are kind of, I think, coming back.
Right.
So
it's like podcasts.
It is.
Like everybody wants a damn podcast.
But it's been on, but daytime talk show's been on for 45 years. Except that. Yeah, and it's still dominated by Ellen and Kelly Ripa.
Right.
Like they still are the top rated, and Steve Harvey, I guess, does really well too.
Which is so surprising.
Does really well.
He's really hanging in there.
People love that mustache.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite mustache, but it's a mustache. And you know how I feel about mustaches, so.
Yes.
Well, everyone, get your tissues out because it is time to say goodbye to some of our favorite TV shows. Showtime has announced that Homeland will officially end at season 8, and Netflix has released a premiere date of the final season of House of Cards. Meanwhile, two of the biggest CW shows are currently filming their last seasons, and we're sad that these amazing shows are going off air.
Moment of silence for all the shows leading.
Seriously.
When a show dies, it's like, rest in peace, never coming back. Those characters cease to exist unless you do fanfic, which I hope you guys do. I hope you're all working at home writing your fanfic.
Yeah.
Definitely. I would say all of these shows I have watched at some point or another. I would say that I think they're all kind of going out on their own terms. None of them are being canceled, and I think that's smart. Like a lot of them, like Jane the Virgin, like she hasn't been a virgin for like 3 seasons.
That's what I was gonna say.
So like maybe it was time to wrap that up, you know? know?
Yeah,
so,
I was gonna say, when you give a show a title like that, that's like hard to keep going.
Yeah.
She was pregnant like 2 seconds into the show.
Well, that was the whole thing, though. She was still a virgin. I mean, I'll explain.
But when the story starts contradicting the titles, when it's like the show maybe needs the time to go off the air. Yeah, I'm very sad. I watch Homeland, House of Cards loyally. Homeland's been on for 8 seasons. It's a really long time. Season 1 was spectacular, and it overall is pretty consistent, and like definitely delving into issues that are quite terrifying, and especially because they could happen today.
Very topical.
Season 7 was extremely topical. Literally was the Russian government leading conspiracy against the President of the United States. So it's basically like if Hillary won, what Russia would have tried to do to undermine her, and it's crazy. But the way it ends also for Claire Danes' character is quite sad, so I don't see the show going on for that much longer. And yeah, I think like someone like Claire Danes, 8 years.
I know.
It's such a long time. Like, you have these writers, these actors, like it's time to move on a bit. But you know, I'm excited. I'm excited House of Cards gets one more season with a President Claire Underwood. I think that will be different for the show, that she's the only center of it, and I'm really excited about that.
But even like House of Cards again was so good.
Yes.
We were talking about this earlier. It was so fun to watch them like position themselves to be president, and then once it kind of happened, you're like, eh.
Right.
You know, like I'm ready to wrap it up. It's like more fun to watch them scheme.
The build up and
then
Because then it's like, I gotta pass this law. I'm like, fuck, I think you're gonna kill someone and throw someone in front of a train.
I know.
You're president now, you can't do that.
Being president like kind of is boring.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But they did find ways to spice it up a bit, like, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But this one's different because it's not him, it's just her.
That's
so
true.
we haven't seen her as president for a whole season, so I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Hashtag my turn. That's the hashtag. Yeah.
Well, and also, like, people are saying some of them are choosing to step away rather than being canceled, which in that case is a good thing, I think.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Like
Gina Rodriguez had her
Crazy
time.
Ex-Girlfriend is doing that, right?
Yeah.
They're ending on their own terms, which is cool.
And we've seen that. Like Seinfeld did that, Sex and the City. It's like when you when you
Broad
Broad
City's doing
City,
it.
it's like when you want to go out on top.
Yeah.
Totally.
You don't
Like,
want to
know
jump the
when
shark.
it's time to walk away.
Yeah, 30 Rock did that too. It's always better when a show ends on a high note than versus getting back. It leaves it bad. Almost like if someone's like, oh, did you see that show? No. Oh, it's only good for 2 seasons. Oh, fuck that. I'm not going to watch it. Yeah. Like if it's good the whole run, like I'm going to dive back into that.
Going back to your country roots, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Right?
What she said.
Yeah, I'm actually really sad about Broad City. That'll be a bummer.
Yeah, I am too. I love that show. But again, I'm happy to see them like have the control of the last season.
Yeah.
I think the storytelling will be really fun.
Right.
And they'll go out how they want to go out.
And Abby's writing a show, trying to develop a show for Amazon based off the League of Their Own movie. You know that movie? Gina Davis, Tom Hanks.
Oh, I know that movie.
Yeah.
Baseball movie. Yeah, it's so good. There's no crying in baseball, so that's cool if she's doing that.
Definitely.
Anyway, there may be one less star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The West Hollywood City Council. Yep, clap it up. You know where this is going. The West Hollywood City Council has approved a resolution urging the removal of Donald Trump's star.
Bye.
This follows last week's Pick Axe incident. The council vote is considered largely symbolic as the city does not have jurisdiction over the famous sidewalk. So, I am concerned he's gonna try to sanction West Hollywood, as he's doing with Iran. But this is, it's a cool symbolic move they're doing to protest his policies that are incredibly discriminatory against people of color, immigrants, everyone. The problem is they don't have power over the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I'm assuming Putin is in charge of that because there is no way to force them to do this, but it's nice that West Hollywood, the city council, is trying to.
Yeah.
Guys, can you imagine how mad he's gonna be if this happens?
he's
Like
pissed.
all he cares about is being a celebrity
Yes.
and being famous, and like that's why he shits on Hollywood so much because he's not good at it.
Yeah.
So I just want to be in the room when this happens.
Right.
Like,
In
he's
his
gonna-
mind, this is probably like the worst
This is
thing
the
that's
worst.
happened during his presidency.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like Charlottesville.
Yeah, no.
The children in cages. No.
No.
It is. This is it. Oh, you know what to do? I'm okay. You know what I'm gonna say is, you know who they should replace him with? Hillary Clinton. Give Hillary a star.
It's too easy. No, they have to replace it with something that's like, oh, the plastic bag and that like American Beauty.
No, they
like something really just like obscure. He's like, a plastic bag, and then he has a heart attack and he dies.
They don't. they don't give stars to reality stars.
Right.
So like Kim Kardashian wants one and hasn't gotten one, so it'd be really funny if they replaced him with somebody like that.
Yeah,
Like just broke all the rules and they're like, bye, we're putting in Kim.
Or somebody like Hey Arnold, like a cartoon character. Like, hey Arnold, football head got one instead.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
But honestly, it's time because this star has been vandalized like so many times in the past year. It's not even worth it.
For the past 2 years. Yeah, they were interviewing this one like a person who portrays Superman on the street or whatever. Like, yeah, like it's become a tourist attraction. People just come and like stick up their middle finger and like poop on it. Like it's like a thing. So it might actually be like a sad thing when it goes because it becomes just like a tourist destination for LA.
It's bringing the rest of the people together.
Yeah.
You know?
And a way that Trump could not do is bring people together.
He is unifying people. That is true.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really good insight.
I know. Yeah. He's not even concerned about how the primaries turned out yesterday. He's more concerned that this is possible.
He doesn't know that there's a primary.
He doesn't even know what that is. He's like, what are primaries? Is that like a prom? He's like, I'll just sign this.
He's just mad he wasn't invited, so he's like, I'm gonna end him. Yeah.
Oh, but then also this follows all those terrible bad men being removed from things too, which is like you got Bill Cosby's statue being removed from Disney. There's the Joe Paterno statue being removed. There's the Weinstein being removed from the Academy. Literally, just look at the slideshow of the worst people alive.
I know.
Remember these people?
Can we put some sad music to this really quick?
Yeah.
Literally, just
we should have had like a big trigger warning. Be like, prepare yourself for the worst, ugliest, nastiest images ever. They're gonna traumatize you.
I mean, literally, just the worst of the worst.
I also read though that people are campaigning to remove Kevin Spacey's star and Brett Ratner, two other men who were accused of sexual assault allegations.
Yeah,
so
rip them up.
If this Trump one goes through, I think it could open the floodgates for like removing some of these other like really problematic people.
I was gonna say, I feel like there's gonna be like no stars left.
Because if you go back to 80 years ago, all those people, like, oh, they're the worst. They were so sexist and horrific. Just like, it's gonna be just a blank street.
Maybe we don't deserve stars.
It'll just be the walk of women, which I'm okay with.
All for that. All for the walk of women. Oh, I love that.
Brittany, you'll be the first one on it.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
I have that kind of power.
Yeah. You want to pay the $30,000 for my star if you want to? Yeah, okay.
I'll nominate.
Well, I wanted to say, Feliz cumpleaños, Lupita Conchita. Lupita is a 2-year-old Chihuahua from Texas, and she recently celebrated her 15th birthday with a Quinceanera bash, all thanks to her owner, Miranda Sanchez. A Quinceanera is typically a rite of passage for a 15-year-old Latina girl, but Lupita partied anyway with 20 humans and 7 dogs as her guests. Wow, Lupita, what an icon.
She is iconic.
What?
Yeah.
I'm just pissed we weren't invited.
I know.
I was there. I didn't want to tell you because I knew you were going to be upset, but I was there. I ate 2 cans of dog food. I got wasted. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, what?
I have a question though. Like, this is a dog quinceanera. I know there's a lot of like dog birthdays. How do you guys feel about this? Because I have some very strong opinions.
Love it. Love a good bark mitzvah. If you didn't know, that's what it's called.
Right. Well, speaking of which, remember Modern Family did a whole episode about that in season 6.
Should.
Yeah.
Which I love how much they have Jay, who's like so hard, and he loves that little dog so much.
Funny.
It is really cute. I don't like this stuff though. I don't know how to segue into that. I know that will make me very unpopular. I don't think dogs need parties. But I had to go to a dog's birthday party once, and I've never been more pissed off.
You had to go?
Why?
I just got there and it was like nicer than any party I've ever thrown.
Did they not play Barbra Streisand? Is that why you're upset?
They weren't playing any Barbra Streisand. It was nicer than like any party I had. It was like down on like the riverfront overlooking Manhattan. It was like this, and the dog was a bitch.
Oh, okay. So now we know the truth is you just don't like the dog.
You know, those little dogs are like super temperamental, and it wouldn't like let anybody pet it. And I'm
You
just
don't
like,
know Lupita.
Well, it's her birthday, and if you don't want to get touched, you should be saying like ruff, get away.
Yeah. Also, I think what I liked the owner of Lupita said, it was more just about having a party, and I think in today's day, just having a party is fun. You know.
I just want to
Having
celebrate
one for your 1-year-old. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
Pump your brakes.
Stormy Webster is about to have like the most lit first birthday ever. She doesn't know. Lupita is more aware of her quinceanera than Stormy Webster will be of her first birthday.
That's true. Look at her eyes. She looks
Lupita
present.
is a rescue dog. She rescued Lupita.
She found her on the street, and Lupita was like, please give me a home. And she took her home, and look at her. She's so happy.
Yeah.
Don't be all angry about it.
No, I get what you're saying.
I just don't understand it. They were like, they served ribs for the dogs that like ribs. I'm like, don't all dogs like ribs? Like,
no.
It just felt like...
Do you not watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Lisa Vanderpump's 8 different dogs, 8 different personalities. They're given 8 different meals every day.
Yeah, dietary restrictions.
I'm not an animal person. I love animals. I just like, I can't get caught up in the birthday things.
I just think, parties, like, we don't need excuses for parties. Like, throw a party for everything. Like, growing up, I would throw a party for, like, the Hanson brothers for each of their birthdays. Like, now I don't, like, celebrate their birthdays anymore, but I basically throw a party, like, anytime I have a bowel movement, I'm like, yes! Let's get some cake in here.
I am regular today.
Yeah, anything. Life is too short. We're gonna die. So, just so you guys know, we're definitely gonna die.
Back to the Trump conversation. This may be sooner than we all want.
I am curious about the playlist, though. Like, what do they play? Who Let the Dogs Out?
Yeah. Is that just on repeat?
See, that's too corny, but they probably did. You kind of have to, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, the dog's like, oh, this one again.
Yeah.
Like, we've heard it before.
I just think it's like all Rihanna, like work, 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 work. Like
too.
the dogs would really like that, I think.
Don't you love those videos of dogs twerking online?
Yeah, that's what
It's like so good. I'm like, how do they do that with their butts? It's so cool. And their buttholes are showing.
All right.
Like, so brave.
Makes Shannon happy.
I just think butts should be public, okay? I'm still angry about Magic Mike. I want, why aren't our butts out right now is my question.
Well, let's ask our guests.
Yeah.
You may remember Autumn Chiklis from her role as Cassidy Mackey in The Shield, but now she's switching gears as the author of Smothered, a story of a mother-daughter relationship based on Chiklis' own bond with her eccentric mom. The novel, which hit bookstands yesterday, addresses millennials who find themselves graduating from college with no plans or jobs, yet they are full of ambition. Let's take a look inside the book.
So from here on in, whenever you hear the words raising mom, just replace it with smothered.
Raising Mom is a story about Lou Hansen, who is a college graduate at 22 years old, who moves back in with her crazy mother after graduation. Now, this is a totally fictitious story.
Oh my God, are you shooting yet?
Yes, Mom. Yes, I am shooting. I told you I was shooting 5 minutes.
You're not wearing those glasses, are you?
Well, what's wrong with... No, I guess I'm not wearing the glasses. Why did I insist on... Lou is giving herself 9 months to find a job, find an apartment, and a way to convince her mom that she can't quite stay at home forever.
Who took the last of my turkey sticks?
Michael, you have to get out of there. I told you.
What did you do?
Spin class.
What did you buy? Look at this.
Nothing. Michael, it's...
You said you were going out for cleaning fluid. I want to see the receipt.
Everyone, please put your hands together for Autumn Chiklis.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
Good to be here.
thanks for joining us today.
Of course.
All right, so let's get into this book, Smothered, because it feels super relatable to my own experience, and I'm sure so many others.
Yeah.
So what made you want to write down this story?
All right, so actually the way it began was I started posting text messages that my mom sent me online.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've been saying that I was going to write a book called Raising Mom since I was like 10 years old, because we have a very flipped dynamic where she's the wild, fun one, and I was very bookish and nerdy growing up and, kind of antisocial, and she was always yelling at me about it. So I started posting these wild texts from her on my Instagram and social media, and to my surprise, they just kind of lit up, and people were sharing them and tagging their moms and their sisters, and I realized that clearly I wasn't alone here. So I started coming up with different ideas for maybe a TV show, maybe a kind of Urban Outfitters coffee table book, and it kind of evolved into a novel. So that's kind of how the idea began.
What's one of these text messages? Like, what's the tone of these texts?
Now, pull out your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one that I'm thinking of off the top of my head was that I went to this place called Bottega Louie, which is a nice restaurant in Los Angeles for my 21st birthday. Yeah. And I went to the restroom, and when I came back, my mom had left, and the waiter goes, "Oh my God, your stepmom is hilarious." And I go, "Stepmom? That's interesting." And so I asked her later, "Hey, Mom, did you tell the waiter at Bottega Louie that you're my stepmom?" And she goes, "No." "Okay, yeah, this once, but it was it's your 21st birthday, and I don't want her knowing that I have a 21-year-old daughter." And I said, "Mother," and she wrote back with an asterisk, "Stepmother."
So funny.
Those are kind of the tone. That's kind of the tone of it.
I love that.
So how much of your book is rooted in your reality?
I like to call it fiction to protect the innocent. No, it's definitely fictionalized. Yeah. The core dynamic is the thing that is the closest to reality, which is that, you know, she's so fun and over the top and is constantly, you know, making me do my hair and wants me to go out drinking and all these fun things. But in terms of just how far this character is pushed, that's not true. She's a lot more stable than the book may imply.
So when you were
like,
yeah.
No, she loves it. She's eating it up. She leans into it now. Yeah. She'll text me things. I'll be like, "Did you actually mean that?" She goes, "No, but I have fans now."
Oh my God.
I have an audience.
So she's just hamming it up. She knows you're screenshotting it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, now she uses it as an excuse to do things. Right. So she'll go shopping, and my dad will see the bill. Like, really? Why did you need that? She goes, "Excuse me, I have a reputation to uphold. I am fabulous and have good fashion sense. I cannot disappoint my fans."
No. I want to hang out with your mom.
Yeah. Everyone does.
Yeah.
She is very, very cool.
Yeah.
She's a lot of fun. Yeah.
So when you were writing it, how much input did your parents have in it? Because you guys seem very close, and did they like make notes? We're like, don't include this.
No, we are very close, and they did read every chapter as I sent it to them. But for the most part, they really let me do my own thing, which was exciting. I'm sure I'm having a hard time recalling a specific incident where they said, "No, you can't reveal this," because it's fiction, so we're safe. But for the most part, they really just loved that I was hamming it up, and anything that they found funny, they encouraged. So even if that makes, you know, the family seem a little more ridiculous than we necessarily are. But
I love that. I come from a ridiculous family.
Yeah?
It was like, well, there was one summer where like I didn't go out a lot. my brother was making fun of me. He's like, "Don't do that. Lucas is my best friend." I was like, "Oh my God, my mom's my best friend." But yeah.
By the way, my mom's my best friend too. I completely relate.
No, and it's fun having a cool, fun, crazy mom.
It always gets hard though, because you don't want to make it like Grey Gardens. Like you don't want to get too
close,
you know what I mean? You're like living in a house together, like little Edie, Big Edie.
Oh yeah.
I did move in after college though.
I did too.
The first year out of college, I was writing this book. And I jokingly say it was research because she actually asked me at one point, she goes, "Autumn, what can I do to help you with this process?" And I said, "Absolutely nothing. Just be your organic self and let me follow you around."
I love how supportive they are. I think we have a tweet from your dad kind of like helping to promote your book. Like, what does it mean to you that like they're letting, you know, really supporting this path that you're on?
They're so embarrassing. No, they're so supportive and wonderful, and I'm really, really grateful for it.
Yeah, it's so cute. It's like a proud dad.
What did our show?
He is such a proud dad. It's really, really cute. It's actually, I had to tell him, don't just go up to random people on the street like handing out the books. Like, you get a book and you get a book.
And they'll be like, "Aren't you that guy from that really famous TV show?"
I'm like, "Dad, you're ruining your tough guy persona.
Yeah, exactly.
You're such a softie."
Yeah, so your whole family has kind of like been in the spotlight because of your dad, and you've been on the red carpet since you were young. So what's it like to now like take control? You're the face of this.
It's been a really interesting transition, actually. Actually, earlier today, I was walking down the street, and the paparazzi took a picture of me, and I was holding my bagel, and I looked behind me like, "Who's here?" Oh,
where's my dad? Where's
okay.
Is he following me?
Exactly. So that's been a little bizarre, but it's been really interesting because social media has really changed the landscape.
Yeah.
Even since, you know, I was a kid growing up in it. So it used to be, it was kind of, there was the paparazzi, of course, and then there was, you know, red carpet events and stuff. But now life is a lot more public and purposely public. We have, you know, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. So in ways it almost feels a little more natural, I think, than it used to be. And you guys can tell me if you disagree, but for my own self, being a public figure is a little, I think, more common because we all kind of are public figures in a certain way, even if it's just within our relative communities. So it's definitely been really cool to, for example, be the person showing my dad's picture instead of the other way around. That's been really fun, and I'll text him later and see how he feels about it.
Well, also because before social media, I feel like it would just be like so-and-so's kid on the red carpet, but now it's like, I look through, I'm like, clicking on the tags, seeing what these like celeb kids are really doing. And,
I think we have a picture of you on a red carpet.
Oh God, this is
dressed
gonna get
as Jasmine, I believe the one of the famous Disney princesses. There you go. First of all, I'm disappointed you didn't wear that. One.
Oh wow.
But that kind of.
I have no memory of this.
Really?
This is great.
Oh, you remember the outfit?
No, this is fantastic. Someone send this to me. And
Producers will send this to you.
Pocahontas. Wow, this is great.
At least our embarrassing young photos are like in a
nobody
family photo
sees
album
it.
at home. Here we're like, we pulled this up from Getty.
Let me tell you, we had to do this assignment once when I was like 13 years old, and the teacher goes, okay, so we're all going to Google ourselves.
Oh, wow.
And for most kids, the assignment was find the closest thing to you on the internet. And the problem with me was, it was me at like the most awkward age of my life. Just like a parade of 17 through 14-year-old Autumn, which no one wants to be in the public eye from 7 to 14. You're supposed to like hide in a basement somewhere, and then like reemerge on social media later. Like, yes, I got a lot less disturbing looking. But yes, that it is interesting how you can go on Getty. There are a lot more recent pictures of me now, thankfully. But you can find some embarrassing stuff.
And you actually played your dad's daughter on The Shield. So is acting something that you're still pursuing in addition to being an author?
Oh, absolutely. I grew up acting. I love it. It'll always be a passion of mine. I went to theater school. I studied Shakespeare in England. It's something that will always have a place in my heart, and I will love to continue doing it. That being said, the really cool thing about being a writer in this landscape, and I've always been a writer as well, just very secretly, because it's very, it's close to the chest. This is actually the first bit of fiction anyone has ever read of mine.
Wow.
So this is a pretty big coming out party for me.
Yeah, that's like a huge debut.
Yeah, it's terrifying. I'm like biting my nails every day. But what's really cool about being a writer now is we have the opportunities to kind of create our own content as performers as well. So I hope to be incorporating more of that in the future.
Yeah. Will you write like a screenplay maybe or a pilot or something?
I'm hoping. Yeah. I have a few things unsmothered related that I'm working on as well. But my mom has an extensive cast list of who she wants to play her if this were to be turned into a television series. So, I definitely would love for that to happen.
Yeah.
And I just have to ask, in terms of like the things that are rooted in reality, was there anything that you were like, I probably shouldn't include this, but I'm going to?
Oh God, I have to do a little mental scan. There were definitely a number of things I remember going, will this play well?
You're like, will my family talk to me?
Yeah, I know. Off the top of my head, the thing is, we're very kind of open about our mishigas, if you will. And because it is fiction, and it truly is, I can play into actually, you know what? The answer to this question is yes, but it's not about my family. It's that I know all my friends are going to read this and my mom's friends. And so the things I was most nervous about are like, I wrote in a detail that so-and-so is a terrible cook, and I don't want her to think that she's actually a terrible cook. Those are the things I actually got more nervous about, because my parents basically gave me open season, but I used some of the funnier stories in my peripheral sphere in the book, and they haven't necessarily given me permission, so I'm worried they're going to be reading going, wait a minute. That happened to me, so we'll see if my friends still talk to me after this book.
All of that makes me want to read the book even more, so I'm really pumped. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course, thank you guys for having me.
And you can pick up your very own copy of Autumn Chiklis' debut novel, Smothered, at a bookstore near you. That's all from us today. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same table. Woo!